Two reasons I want to give you here to start the show as to why Matthew Stafford is going to be a Los Angeles Ram in 2025. Reason number one, he is their best quarterback for the next few seasons. He's their best option that they have. Matthew Stafford could still play. And let's not also forget the Rams are a team on the rise. Right, this was a team that was one play away from beating the Eagles in snowy Philadelphia and advancing to the NFC title game. They are young, especially on defense. They are a team that's ascending. Their ceiling right now, and their window to Super Bowl contention, it's opening. It's not closing. So if the Rams are on their way up, if they're young in all the right positions, why on earth would they willingly then downgrade at the most important position in all of sports by trading away Matthew Stafford? Because if you trade away Stafford, you're not bringing in an upgrade next year. There's no one coming in that's realistic, that's better than Stafford that could be on the Rams here in 2025. Because if you trade him away to whoever, the pool of quarterbacks you're looking at is Aaron Rodgers, Sam Darnold, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. I mean, hell, you want to draft a quarterback in a quarterback class that you hear more and more about as being weak and weaker and not even really at the high line, the top line of it with Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward. You don't feel that great about either really one. So why would the Rams, again, a team on the rise, a team that won a playoff game, that nearly beat the defending champs in the Philadelphia Eagles, why would you trade away a quarterback in Stafford that's, I would still say, top 10 in the league for what? For nothing. He's still a guy that opponents fear in the postseason. He's still a guy that can get it done at the highest level. Hell, I want you to hear this from Darius Slay, now Super Bowl champion on his podcast, Big Play Slay podcast, talking about the team that scared him the most and came the closest to knocking the Eagles out of the postseason. Take a listen.
You know what I'm saying? I think the closest team to us, honestly, in this postseason was the Rams. I think the Rams had the best chance of beating us in the whole postseason, in my opinion. They was complete. They could get after the quarterback, but they couldn't stop the run as much as good. But they had a great offense, and a great offense, like they was good at what they did. They was very good at what they did.
They had a great offense, and they were the closest team to knocking the Eagles off. Not the Chiefs. No, not Kansas City. Not the team they faced in the NFC title game in Washington with Jaden Daniels as one of the best and brightest stories in the league in 2024. It was the Rams and Matthew Stafford, the team that almost knocked Philly out of the playoffs and prevented them from winning their Super Bowl. Why, again, would you move off of Stafford willingly if you are LA? To do what? To draft a quarterback, to sign one of these guys I just listed before? It doesn't make sense. That's why they're not going to do it. This is not going to be a team that's going to downgrade at the most important position this offseason as the rest of their team is young and ascending. Reason number two, why I don't think the Rams are trading Matthew Stafford, because trading Matthew Stafford makes it easier for Sean McVay to say, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm retiring. No quarterback stability makes it easier for a top 2 head coach in the league to walk away. Remember, McVay, for how young he is, he's not a coaching lifer. He's not like Bill Belichick or Andy Reid that's basically working in their own grave. This is a guy who has other aspirations, who go back just 2 years ago. After the 2022 season, 1 year removed from winning the Super Bowl, this guy and Sean McVay needed time in the offseason to think about his future, contemplate the future of the Rams, and decide for himself, do I want to be the coach here? Can I commit myself to this organization? Now, obviously, right, ultimately he decided, yes, I can, I'm coming back. But there was already a thought. He needed time, just 1 year removed from the Super Bowl, to think, do I really want to coach this team? That was with Matthew Stafford. That was with Cooper Kupp coming back. That was with still some high-level players from that Super Bowl just a year ago on the roster in 2023. So if you trade away Matthew Stafford this offseason, and again, you have no stability at quarterback, you have a stopgap in 2025, you have no answer for the future whatsoever, you really think McVay's going to be committed there long-term? You really think McVay is going to be, dig his heels in and say, I'm not leaving LA? I'm here for the long haul. This is a guy who already thought about stepping away. When you think about anything, right, it doesn't exactly go away. If anything, I'm sure as times get more difficult, those thoughts of, let me be with my family. Maybe let me go to TV. Maybe just let me take some time off just to hang out and let my hair down. Maybe you wake up one day not have his hair gelled. Maybe he wants to relax. Can't do it when you're the front-facing, voice of a franchise speaking to the media every single day. Maybe Sean McVay just wants to chill. That urge, that little voice in his head that we saw already be there, I think only gets stronger and louder if you look at having quarterback instability for the Rams in 2025. We've seen plenty of teams try to find the guy, shuffle through. As a Colts fan, I've seen it since Andrew Luck retired. It's very difficult to go from one great quarterback to another. You have one right now, Matthew Stafford. I get he's older, 37. So his shelf life, right, is a lot shorter here. Maybe he's got 2 good years left. I'd much rather have 2 good years left of Matthew Stafford and play it out than trade him now, even if you get a first-round pick, right? Like a popular trade destination for Stafford has been the Giants. Giants picking number 3. Let's just say if that trade is made, Stafford goes to New York, the Rams get pick number 3 back in return. Well, with everything you heard about this quarterback draft class, is McVay going to be jazzed and reinvigorated by coaching Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward? I don't think so. There's no Caleb Williams right now or Jaden Daniels in this draft class that I think could get McVay thinking, this could be my guy for the next 10 years. There are a lot of questions, very few answers. So if you're going to invite quarterback instability at a time with McVay kind of looking around and saying, do I want to be here or not? I think trading away Matthew Stafford makes it easier for Sean McVay to retire, which is why I don't think the Rams are going to do it. They're not stupid enough to do it. Because trading Matthew Stafford, again, moves you off of, as a team on the rise, a top 10 quarterback in the league. You're not getting an upgrade no matter who you sign, what you do this offseason. There's no quarterback realistically available for the Rams to get or even trade for that will be an upgrade over Stafford. And I think opening that door, moving off Matthew, I think makes it easier for Sean McVay to say, you know what? I need a break. I need some family time. I'm retiring. And now all of a sudden, by trading Stafford, the Rams also lose out on a top 2 coach in the league. There's too many dominoes that fall in a negative direction for LA that the math doesn't math. It doesn't add up. 1 + 1 = 2 here when you look at keeping Matthew Stafford in the trajectory, but also if you look at trading Matthew Stafford, probably losing Sean McVay, equaling a rebuild in LA, despite the fact that they have a young team on the rise. The math does not math. There is no shot the Rams are trading Matthew Stafford. He'll be on the roster in 2025 in LA. No doubt about it.